What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at the catalyst for the VEX Mythoclast. If you've been fortunate enough to get your hands on this incredible weapon, you can also get your hands on the catalyst. So if you want to find out how, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now with the VEX Mythoclast being a random drop from completing the Vault of Glass, if you're fortunate enough to get your hands on it, you can also unlock the catalyst. Now there are 5 plates hidden throughout the raid, and these can only be activated by equipping the VEX Mythoclast and standing on the plate. Now by standing on each plate, it will spawn a round of oracles, and these need to be defeated in order that they appear. Now if you do these successfully, you'll see an on-screen message which reads, "A refrain whispers from deeper in the vault." And once you've completed all 5, you'll be able to collect the catalyst and apply it to your VEX Mythoclast. Now the very first plate in the Vault of Glass can be found at the very beginning of the raid. Now as soon as you land, if you pull out your Sparrow and follow the route that I'm taking, you'll find a cave on the far side of the Waking Ruins, and at the very back is the very first VEX plate we need to activate. Now as we said in the intro, to activate the plates you need to equip the VEX Mythoclast itself, and in doing so it will spawn the first round of oracles, with the very first oracle being in the cave itself. Now once the sequence has been confirmed, you'll need to destroy the oracles in order. Now with the very first oracle being close to the original plate, the second one can be found in a second cave, again in the Waking Ruins. If you follow the route that I'm taking, this is where you'll need to put a member of your fire team to ensure they can defeat the second oracle. Now once you've positioned a member of your fire team there, you'll also need to position one right back at the original spawn location. The third and final oracle for this plate can be found just behind where you land when entering the Vault of Glass raid. Now once everyone is in position and the sequence has been confirmed, we now have the simple task of defeating the oracles. They are a lot weaker than the oracles that you see inside the Vault of Glass and can be defeated with a single hand cannon round. Once you've defeated them in the correct sequence, you would have successfully completed the first plate for the VEX Mythoclast catalyst. And once you've completed the opening encounter and opened the Vault of Glass, this brings us nicely onto the second plate that you'll need to complete for the catalyst. Now this can be found if you take the route underneath towards one of the hidden chests, and just next to one of the chests you'll find the next plate that we need to activate. If you're not too sure where to go, be sure to follow the route that I'm taking here on screen and this will take you directly there. Now for this round of oracles there are again 3 oracles, and 1 oracle is repeated twice. And once you've located the plate, one member of the fire team will need to scale up some of the VEX architecture to get up to the vantage point that you see here. This gives you fantastic views of both the second and third oracle, one of which is repeated as part of the sequence. Now as for the very first oracle as part of this sequence, a member of your fire team will need to make their way as if they were heading to the Templar, and just before they're due to exit this area they'll come across the first oracle which is part of the sequence. So you'll need to position a member of your fire team here to ensure they can hit this and help you complete this part of the puzzle. But once again, once you have all members of your fire team in position and the sequence has been confirmed, you simply need to defeat the oracles in the order of the sequence, and in doing so you would have completed the second plate as part of the catalyst. Now the third plate as part of this puzzle can be found shortly after the Templar encounter. Once you've completed this and gone through the secret passageway on the left hand side, not only will you come across one of the pearls of glass that you'll need to collect, there's a hidden route that allows you to make your way down to the Gorgon's Labyrinth. And the location we're looking for is the location for one of the old chests back in Destiny 1. Except there's no chest this time, and this has been replaced with a plate, which is the third plate as part of this puzzle. Now by standing just outside this room, you'll be in a perfect position to see the third and fifth oracle as part of this sequence. There are 4 oracles in total, one of which is repeated. Now if you follow the route that I'm taking, this will take you to another oracle. This is the oracle that has the repeated note, making up the first and fourth note in the sequence. And once you've got a guardian positioned there, you'll need to position someone for the second oracle in the sequence, and this can be found on the right hand side shortly after the plate room itself. Once again, follow the route that I'm taking and be sure to position a member of your fire team here to ensure they can hit the second note in the sequence. But once everyone is in position, you're ready for the sequence to be confirmed, and by defeating the oracles and repeating the order, you will successfully complete the third plate. Now the fourth and penultimate plate in this puzzle can be found in the chasm after the Gorgon's Labyrinth. As you arrive in the area, if you head to the right hand side and follow these platforms down, you'll find the fourth and penultimate plate. Once again, anyone with the VEX Mythoclast will need to stand here with it equipped to activate the Oracle sequence. Now by having someone positioned roughly where I'm standing right now, you'll be in a perfect position to see both the 5th and 7th Oracle in this sequence. Now if you position a member of your fire team just as you enter the chasm, there is another oracle just down to their left, and this is a repeated oracle for both the 2nd and 6th note in this sequence. And if you follow the chasm round to the left hand side, there is a cave, and in this cave you'll find another oracle, and once again this is a repeated oracle making up the 1st and 3rd notes in this sequence. And once you have guardians in all these positions, we need to now finally locate the 4th oracle. Now you need to make your way past the oracle which represents the 1st and 3rd notes in this sequence and follow this cave round. And once you reach the end of the cave, you want to jump to the right on this ledge. And if you follow the ledge around, the 4th oracle is hidden on this very corner. And with everyone in their positions and the sequence confirmed, we now have the simple task of defeating the oracles in the order that they play. And by repeating this successfully, you would have now completed 4 out of the 5 plates to get your VEX Mythoclast catalyst. Now the 5th and final plate can be found over towards the portal in the far distance on the left hand side. Now by dropping down and having 2 guardians stood where I am right now, me and Standon here have a perfect view of all the oracles that spawn in this area. They spawn a lot quicker than they have previously, and once again will need to be defeated in order to complete the puzzle. Now you can use pretty much any weapon. As you can see, I was using a hand cannon here, and it's very easy to take out the oracles from distance. Now unlike the previous puzzles where one guardian is responsible for one oracle which could play 2 notes, it's highly recommended that you have multiple guardians stood here who are responsible for specific notes. For example, Guardian 1 being responsible for the 1st, 2nd and 3rd note, with Guardian 2 being responsible for the 4th, 5th and 6th. By owning batches of notes, it makes it much easier to remember and helps reduce the room for error. But once you've worked together and mastered the sequence, you would have completed the 5th and final puzzle as part of the VEX Mythoclast catalyst. The only task we have now is to collect the catalyst itself. Now by completing all these sequences, we have in fact opened the VEX portal in this chasm. Now this has been used previously back in Destiny 1 for the Paradox mission. And for those of you that remember the Whisper mission, which also had a VEX portal, unlike in that mission where you can see the Vault of Glass jump puzzle, in this VEX portal you can in fact see inside the Whisper mission back on Io. So it's a great throwback to a popular early mission in Destiny 2, and by walking through the portal after completing all the puzzles, you'll be granted the VEX Mythoclast catalyst. So there we have it guys, a full breakdown of how you can unlock the VEX Mythoclast catalyst. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And be sure to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. And if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see in these cards for further Destiny 2 content. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.